It's kind of fun being the coach. It's kind of fun being the guy in charge. When people look up to you, when people respect you, it's kind of cool. But but if you feed on that, if you get off on that, ooh, ooh, you have to check yourself. You have to check yourself. Because that is a slippery slope, my friends. A coach, a role model, a leader. The role of that person is service. It is to serve those that he or she presides over. Preside is an interesting word. There was a story I heard about George Washington, first president of the United States. Before he became the president, he was offered all kinds of titles: emperor, king, fancy sounding stuff. And ultimately the title he decided on was president. And today that word has all kinds of highfalutin airs to it. But not back then, not 200 odd years ago. If you think about what that word really means, president means the one who presides, not the man in charge. That's not what it means. That would be a dictator. That would be a king or a monarch or something like that, an emperor. To preside is not to rule. It means you're the one watching over. You're the one facilitating a process. I mean, you're not bossing people around. You're not ordering people around. You are facilitating a process. In the case of a coach should preside. And again, that doesn't mean rule over. Yes, you must make executive decisions. Just like a president, one who presides, makes executive decisions. We are going to do it this way. We are going to do this thing. Today we're going to do this technique and we're going to work this drill. Somebody asks you a question, how does this work? How do you do this? You show them the answer. You show them the way. But it's about helping them. It's not about you. Yes, it feels good to help. I had a professor in college, this visiting professor from Princeton, and he got in this debate with some of the students about altruism. He argued altruism does not exist because when we do good for somebody else, we feel good. So we have a reward. We're instantly rewarded for our good deeds, and therefore it's impossible to do a good deed and get nothing in return. Therefore, how can we call ourselves altruistic? And he was surprised because this was at Brigham Young University, where most of the students are Mormons. And in the Book of Mormon, it teaches basically the same thing. That when we keep God's commandments, we are immediately blessed for it. And therefore, we are always indebted to God. We might think, I'm going to be altruistic. I'm going to do the right thing because I'm a good person. Because I'm an altruist. Even though I may suffer. I may be at a loss, we tell ourselves. But the Mormons say different. That when we do good, when we help, when we serve, we are immediately blessed for that service. And those blessings come in different ways. Sometimes it's all up here. But what's up here is ultimately, that's our reality. Because if you feel good for having offered service to your fellow man, then didn't you get something in return? Again, even if it's all up here. Or all right there.